Now, Scorpio, I can't help and ignore that we have three swords here. And we have the Page of Swords. So, Gemini, oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to see if I can adjust the lighting. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, male or female, may also be of significance. I also am getting the number 3 is of significance. So this could be 3 people. It could be 3 people in terms of love. It could be 3 best friends, like the trio. I don't know. I'm getting something about a trio or united or I just heard the Three Amigos. Okay, I don't know where. I think that's a movie. I think that was with Steve Martin or something, but I heard the Three Amigos. I'm also getting, besides that, for example, even though I'm doing this, I think today is oh my gosh, I think today's the 5th or the 6th. That, for example, like June 3rd, or what's coming up, June 12th, June 21st, June 30th, may be the anniversary of somebody that has an important date for somebody, or the anniversary, I feel like somebody lost somebody. And I'm getting that this may have been a vehicle or car accident. But the other thing I want to say about this car is make sure that if you're at a party or any kind of celebration, or, leaving a restaurant, make sure, and I'm not necessarily talking about you, but the people around you, that they are sober and they are able to drive, because there's something about being under the influence, and it may not be alcohol, but getting behind the vehicle. So that's one message that I'm getting. The other thing is, I feel I'm getting something with the throat. So somebody may be having like a tonsillectomy, or there's tonsillitis, or there may be surgery, oral surgery, throat surgery. This is coming across to me also as thyroid surgery. It could also be, with this card, something to do with the heart. It may also be that somebody's got adjustments made to heart medication, or blood pressure is another way that it is also coming across. Now, I want to say this, that I feel like it is important from now through the rest of June, and for some of you, this might even go out further, might even go out till, let me think. It might go out to August is what I'm hearing. But I feel like somebody is, I feel like they're in a place where they're having, you remember I was talking about moving forward, moving on? This 4 to me also does represent foundation, structure, stability, the home, new beginnings. And I do feel somebody is contemplating moving. You may even be contemplating traveling. You may be moving or traveling to be closer to someone to help take care of this person. Or they're moving closer to maybe, help take care of you. Or you could be moving to a place where you feel like you are going to be more balanced, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. But I do feel that balance, and there's some healing process emotional healing, physical healing, and spiritual healing that for some of you is going to be taking place in June. Now, with this 3, this can be sorrow. This can represent sadness, bereavement, matters of the heart that somebody is going through, a breakup, a loss. But this also reminds me of lack of communication. I feel like there's somebody that they're getting back to the communication thing. Sometimes, and I don't feel like this is you. I feel like there's somebody around you that may be withdrawing from the situation. Whether it's, 3 friends that usually hang out. I feel like someone's withdrawing. They may be going through some bereavement or a bit of depression. They need some time alone. It may also be that somebody trusted somebody and they feel betrayed. And so they may be wanting to contact you because I'm seeing like the phone or somebody trying to ring somebody. And somebody does not, and it could be this, where they have possibly lied or have not spoken the truth or hidden the truth, or they're not wanting to communicate, or as I said, you're not wanting to communicate with them because there's been some betrayal or lack of facing, the cause and the effect. So they've created some type of pain or sorrow or brought pain and sorrow into your life, and maybe they're not taking responsibility for it. So I do feel with this the 8 of Swords and this in reverse, and we do have 2 8s here, which means movement, action, regenerating, changing. I'm also getting releasing, especially with the 8 of Swords. This is, this could be very much mental blocks. There may have been an incident that has happened that has really affected somebody on a mental level and an emotional level, but that they've got themselves so wrapped up, like they're in a prison, that they're scared. And this could be you, it may not be, but you are being affected by this somehow, where there's lack of movement or fear in taking a step forward or taking a step backward. Regardless, no decision still has an effect. It's still a decision. But I'm not very fond of the Page of Swords. This came up for another reading. I can't remember. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what I've done so far. Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, and I can't think now, I'm sorry. But it could be, it could be one of those signs, because this came out, I think, in the first position. But I feel like the energy, somebody's being pulled possibly in 2 different directions. And it may just be overwhelming. But this person is often, for me, I feel like there's something that they're hiding or not wanting to face something, not wanting to take responsibility for something. I also feel that they're kind of all over their place. Like the energy, their thoughts are very much being stifled. They're not able to communicate. Now this may go back to the surgery that I like was picking up, like with the oral or mouth surgery or wisdom teeth, something, and maybe that's why there's lack of communication. But so I do feel like there could be, someone is getting their wisdom teeth pulled. But I just get that oftentimes this person can be more talk, but little action. And I feel like you are going to be releasing yourself from some imprisonment, whether it's created by somebody and it's affecting you, or it's your concerns and worries about yourself or another person in your life, and it's making you almost feeling like you can't move. Because I'm getting the form of manipulation. I feel like somebody may have manipulated or told some half truths. There's more to be dug or unearthed regarding what is happening here. Now, I do want you to know with the Chariot, and I'm so glad this is in the upright position, this is being victorious. This is a card of victory. It's a card of balance. It's also power and strength. Look, we've got the strength card right here. This is not just power, but willpower, determination. And this is inner courage. I feel like somebody's almost showing off like, their muscles, like, see how strong I am. But it's not about external courage. It's about internal courage. And that whatever this is, and if you're going through this, that you do have the ability to come out of this and in a, I would say, more powerful position. And like I said, I feel like it's not so much, like physical strength, but more courage and compassion and seeing things from a different perspective. And maybe also, I feel like somebody's going to possibly, I feel like they're waiting to hear, this could be medical school or something about possibly becoming a cardiologist or, like an ambulance, emergency tech, or paramedic. Thank you. That's what I wanted to say. But it could be like an ER doctor or technician, a nurse. I feel like somebody, and also a dentist or, an ENT. I'm getting like ear, nose, and throat. So I feel that, there's opportunities in these careers, or somebody is waiting to hear news. Maybe, this is also regarding a job. You've been applying for jobs and maybe it's not enough money. Maybe it's not quite what you want. It's not close enough to home. But the other thing that I'm getting is I do feel that there is something regarding love, and that some of you may be feeling that there's somebody I get with this 3, you may have ended this relationship. And somebody is trying to return. There's something from your past or from your childhood or the foundation of how you saw emotions were dealt with. That all or nothing thinking, that extreme thinking. I hear somebody saying it's my way or it's the highway. We either do it this way or it's not going to be done. Like there's somebody that's kind of rigid and inflexible. And I think that it goes back to what you saw or what this person saw growing up. You know, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree is what I just heard. And I think that they can be a bit critical, a bit harsh, and kind of volatile or angry at times. Now, I do get the word kind of as like imprisonment. There may be somebody that is, this doesn't have to be prison. I mean, like I said, this can represent usually a prison of your own thoughts. But I do feel like somebody may be going away to jail or doing community service or to a prison for something that they have done in their past, like the past is catching up with them. And getting back to love, some of you may have a decision to make in terms of love. Whether or not you would let this possibly Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra return, or male or female. I just get there's something about the possibility of somebody returning or trying to return. And maybe this is your energy where you're blocking. You don't want this person. You don't want anything to do with this person. So you are emotionally and, protecting yourself and even cognitively with your thoughts. You just want that buried. You want that gone. You don't want to think about it.